Like most Americans, I was glued to Thursday's confirmation hearing for Stephen Mnuchin, Donald Trump's pick for Treasury Secretary. The hearing began with some fireworks. Republican Senator Pat Roberts suggested Democratic Senator Ron Wyden take a chill pill, but Senator Wyden would not take a chill pill.
Senator Wyden, I've got a Valium pill here that you might want to take before the second round. Just a suggestion, sir.
Just another suggestion. We've got a lot of colleagues waiting. If you could be brief, it would be helpful.
I'm going to be very brief. Mr. Mnuchin, from the distinguished ranking member's remarks, I understand you were in charge of the Great Recession. Banks.
Mr. Chairman, I hope that comment about Valium doesn't set the tone for 2017 in this committee. I like Senator Roberts, but I just can't quite believe that he would say that to a distinguished senator from Oregon.
I said that to the President of the United States at one.
Perhaps you did,
yeah.
But I would hope that doesn't set the tone for the session.
Mr.
Chairman,
all right.
I sit on
I have the time, please.
Senator Cordero, and the relationship we're building is so different from this.
I have the time,
This is
please.
just outrageous.
Listen,
I don't know about outrageous, but I think just a little pinprick of humor might help this committee from time to time, which I engage in.
Yeah. What's wrong with a little pinprick humor? Nothing. But Senator Roberts apologized anyway.
I'm sorry if I have, incurred your wrath, sir. So we'll be all right.
Well, let's turn
Okay, to pass through things on tax reform.
Mr. Chairman, we have many colleagues waiting.
Fine, Ron. I'm done.
Fine, Ron. I believe we have another clip of Senator Roberts at the hearing.
We're going to be very aggressive on that issue as well as on the geographic preferences.
Ah, come on. Just let it go, Mr. Sorry about that.
Actually, that's from a hearing in 2015. Of course, he wouldn't have that song on his phone. He's probably got Zootopia or something, right? Anthony, should Senator Roberts not have made a joke about Valium?
No, the pinprick of humor. That's the one he probably should have left alone. Yeah. I usually try to strive for a little more than a pinprick of humor.
Well, in the Senate, he likes to jab. That's his style.
Wow, he's really slow talking. It's like they just wanted him to step it up a little bit, and of course he's got Valium in his pocket.
Yeah, that's it. I think, Mike, that they want to speed these things along. I think it was more impatience than it was him being offended at a Valium joke. Do you think
I think it was more about the worst delivery of a joke ever. I think that's what it was. That's what offended most people. But, his response, what we didn't see was the reason why he said that was Ron Wyden's earlier questioning of Mnuchin, which took place a little bit earlier in the day, and it was the first part of it. And his questioning really was completely out of line. He literally started by saying, well, I'm just going to challenge you here to see whether you know anything. And he asked him a question about Medicare, and Wyden went in and said, well, clearly you haven't answered that. You don't know anything about Medicare. Let's see if you know anything about this. And he didn't really give him a chance to answer. Yeah. And then he came after him and said, well, you didn't know anything about that. So that's what Senator Roberts was going after. I think he just should have gone after him with a little more zest. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's what we don't appreciate, is that you're sitting through this long thing. Right. So it takes you, because of the way that they do this, it takes a long time to come back with your zingers, right? Because you don't have the floor. He's sitting there the whole time earlier. He's thinking, whoa, I should have said the following.
The Treasury Secretary hearings, too, not the most exciting hearings.
Yeah. Well, to Treasury, to the Treasury Department, they find these very exciting.
Secretary of Defense, that's funny. Yeah. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff there.
Mad dogs, yeah. Well, look, Sonny, did this set the tone, this joke, for 2017?
I hope not, because that joke was terrible. Nobody wants to be the pinprick of you. I assume the senator from Oregon was just upset that he didn't get offered something a little more, herbal, something a little more from the ground to calm down. Yeah. They're very into the kind of natural remedies out.
It is so, it's funny because Valium, you don't hear about it as much.
No,
It was like,
Mom's
you know,
a helper.
yeah, the Valium. It's kind of an old school reference, you know. Like, remember Mr. Howell was always asking for his tranquilizer?
Lovey.
Allie, I think, look, I disagree with the panel. I think he's a funny guy.
Yeah,
He has an avuncular sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he basically was like afterwards, oh, all right, I'll keep this very brief, and then went on doing the longest thing that he could possibly do.
Yeah.
So then the other guy interrupted, and I was like, well, he's the guy delaying the meetings because they keep interrupting. And then they got him to shut up.
Yeah.
So it actually all worked. It worked out.
Yes.
So regardless whether it was a good joke or not, it moved things along. I mean, we see why nothing gets done in Congress.
Look, it was like two old men just kind of like sword fighting, slapping each other with their flaccid penis.
You got to look. It's all about timing. Let's see. I want to see Senator Roberts' comment again.
I think just a little pinprick of humor might help this committee from time to time, which I engage in.
From time to time. I mean, he practically invented the pinprick humor genre. It even landed him his own sitcom.
Okay, let's just pretend that you are in Washington and you're about to enter my office. So, come on in. You're welcome. So, when you ask if I travel a lot, yeah, I even got to the South Pole. This is me with a penguin out on the ice there at the South Pole. I don't know the penguin's name. This is Lisa, who does everything for me. And Maggie is right here. Don't laugh. And here's some staff members. They're sitting in here. Most of these belong to the agriculture mafia that work for me. That's just a joke. And this is our conference rooms. That's about it.
See, Anthony's got a sense of humor.
He's hilarious.
Agriculture mafia.
That's great. And if you didn't get each joke, he said, this is a joke. I'm kidding. This is a joke. Which is great to let you know that's when you're supposed to laugh.
Yes.
I don't know the penguin.
Yeah. He didn't know the penguin.
He leaned in.
Allie, this was supposed to, I mean, this was really supposed to be a session praising the senator. I don't know what's happening here. We ended up roasting him. I think it's a pretty good show, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I would watch it for sure. I'd watch that show once, probably. Never again.
I guess you just did.